So President for his speech, when he didn't give, he don't beg Nigeria, say me then get faith in him ability to deliver. So Mona still get hope for him because he could deliver very well. So our president been address the nation, we say can announce some kind of things we includes all of these palliative things, also include say then go they give loan to business, student, they go also review minimum wage, so say minimum wage 30,000 if he increase. So when we still dey hope and do it, keep our fingers crossed because we president say we get faith in him. He talk so many things we say for the speech, so I for like make on use on our eye and ear watch wetin in talk so that you no go say na she wise dey talk am, no be me o. And waiting in so me I don't try summarize and give one, at least use your eyes and hear everything when you talk.
My fellow citizens, I want to talk to you about our economy. It is important that you understand the reasons for the policy measures I've taken to combat the serious economic challenges this nation had long faced. I'm not going to talk in difficult terms by dwelling on economic jargon and concepts. I will speak in plain, clear language so that you know where I stand. More importantly, so that you see and hopefully will share my vision regarding the journey to a better, more productive economy for our beloved country. For several years, I have consistently maintained the position that the fuel subsidy had to go. This once beneficial measure had outlived its usefulness. The subsidy cost us trillions of naira yearly, such as a vast sum of money would have been better spent on public transportation, health care, school, housing, and even national security. Instead, it was being funneled into the deep pocket and lavish bank account of a selected group of individuals. This group had amassed so much wealth and power that they became a serious threat to the fairness of our economy and the integrity of our democratic governance. To be blunt, Nigeria could never become the society it was intended to be as long as such small, powerful, yet unelected groups hold enormous influence over our political economy and the institutions that govern it. The whims of the few should never hold dominant sway over the hopes and aspirations of the many. If we are to be a democracy, the people and not the power of money must be sovereign. The preceding administration saw this looming danger as well. Indeed, it made no provision in the 2023 appropriation for subsidy after June this year. Removal of this once helpful device that had transformed into a millstone around the country's neck had become inevitable. Also, the multiple exchange rate, the system that had been established became nothing but a highway of currency speculation. It diverted money that should have been used to create jobs, build factories, and businesses for millions of people. Our national wealth was doled out on favorable terms to a handful of people who had been made filthy rich simply by moving money from one hand to another. This too was extremely unfair and is not acceptable. It also compounded the threat that the illicit and mass accumulation of money posed to the future of our democratic system and its economy. I had promised to reform the economy for the long-term good by fighting major imbalances that has plagued our economy, ending the subsidy and the preferential exchange rate system were key to this fight. This fight is to define the fate and future of our nation. Much is imbalance. Thus, the effect in our economy immensely profited a tiny elite, the elite of the elite, you might call them. As we move to fight the flaws in the economy, the people who grow rich from them predictably will fight back through every means necessary. But we are ready. Our economy is going through a tough patch, and you are being hurt by it, I know. The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand.
So now don't hear at least the little what we na fit here waiting president talk. And one thing we really struck me all of this winter and the fact we said and the reason for the removal of the first subsidy said this subsidy money they go from one hand to the other, they make themselves rich and all of those things. President, I get one question to us before we even go order this thing. For us to talk this thing, they're not sabi those people where they siphon all of this money because I don't understand. But what do we do? Anyways, truth be said, for this our country we did like this, a lot of we don't hear so many talks, so many because in fact from the speech alone, you say you go on kind of feel like they might really kind of buy our emotion, kind of, because he really speaks so more. He speak like person. We say he really understand what they go through. But many Nigerians, everybody will be like, I beg now still talk until we begin see the work. So make I come meet my men's then when they here with me and we see them feel for this. Now all of this way this our president talk now. First of all, we chief. I don't say this pitch. I don't say now for beer palo or now watch out. That one I did very sad.
Yeah, correct.
Because this kind of thing like this now for beer palo, they will come see. They will come. We get just make sure say they yet very well after president talk they go come dissect the thing, break it down into pieces to the smallest language. So after wait on our talk for Nabia Palo.
Okay.
Follow us talk.
So when the president was actually talking this thing, we are in the beer palace, you know, and we diluted it with one bottle.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's that we calm our nerve. Because some people we are angry and some people we are happy. Yeah, Samuel. Now let me come with the people that was angry based on the fact they didn't hear what he wanted to tell them. That okay, I'm reducing fuel back to the normal price. I'm going to handle this and do this. That's what some people are expecting to hear. Yeah. Why some people are happy? Because of they have been waiting for the president to talk, and he gave them a speech of hope. What simply means that money they are putting in subsidy, they are going to take it out, and now put it in something else, which is like good road, good some infrastructures they will not touch. You understand? And everything now will not be okay. Instead of they will be spending billions in something, because they say until you wear the crown of somebody, you will not know what is going through. Nigeria, most times you'll be comfortable in your comfort zone. You think that what you are doing is good. You understand? Not knowing that there are some other things you got to be more better. You get it? Now, Nigeria can be more better than what we had before. But because of the money, we are not channeling in the right place. Because now I'm trying to look at, because they belong to giver like me. You understand? So when I try to look at where he's coming from, I now know that this man has a vision. You understand? Now he now says, instead of this money, how much are we putting in subsidy to subsidize price of things? Let me take it off. Let it right. We know we'll suffer it. But let me do things that will make it. Let me open more jobs. Now he now noticed that there are similar things that are also happening, whereby this thing, or the kind of money, prices of things has gone up. You know, say okay, I'm going to handle the wage, people wages, the minimum wage of people. I'm going to touch it, trying to see how I can review it and see how I can balance, so that everybody can follow up. You understand? So everything will now be silenced. Everything will now be miserable. You understand? No, see, I believe in the President Tinubu. I feel that Nigeria should calm down. Okay. Come to Abiapa, take one bottle and calm down.
At least they don't go there free.
Yes, because even the drink has come up. Yeah, I've got transportation that has to.
So now who's going to pay for that one now?
Now it's good. Now some people that have taken 4-5 crates as reduced to now their health now is now expanding.
So that means all these moves now by our Mr. President is of advantage to everybody now, especially those that dwell in more in the beer parlor.
Yes.
Like people like you now.
Yes.
You have finally reduced your consumption rate.
You know, one
Slashing.
thing again I notice again, they say change is one thing that is not constant.
Is it not constant?
Okay,
my friend, don't confuse me.
Constant. I thought that you don't know.
What are you doing?
No, I just think.
Stop there.
Okay, you say it in your chambers sometimes.
Oh my God.
Okay, so change is something that is what?
Constant.
Okay, then
Not like constant. That lady that used to stay at the back of my compound.
Oh, okay. So
you understand?
if change is constant, we should learn how to adjust to changes. Understand? But I mean, maybe some people are not ready. You understand? But I feel that whatever happens, you should be ready. One good thing I know about human beings that God creates, God put one thing in human being that animal does not have, is adaptation. How to adapt to changes of things.